Okay, George, I went there. I'm going to say it with my chest. Garrett Cole, Tommy John, out for the season.
Yep.
Oh, so the Yankees, you lose Juan Soto. You get Max Fried. You're going to be all about pitching, eh? Well, Garrett Cole, your best pitcher, is out for the season. Getting that Tommy John. So, I mean, it just begs the question. I don't think it's arrogant here. I think every team in the AL is kind of asking the same thing. We'll just stay in the division. Can the Red Sox mess around and win the AL East, George?
Definitely. Ooh. I already thought that was in play. Garrett Cole's done for the season with Tommy John. Luis Gil is going to be out 4 to 6 months.
All right.
They're relying on a healthy Giancarlo. Now, the lineup got better. They added Cody Bellinger. They added Paul Goldschmidt, which is an upgrade for home runs out of the first base spot. Like, they went the last 3 or 4 months of the season without a single home run from anyone that played first base. Not DH, like straight up on that position. My thing with this, though, is like Bellinger is a good add, lefty bat, especially for the short porch. Maybe Austin Wells makes a leap. Paul Goldschmidt is still a big swing and miss guy. Doesn't get on base much. Maybe they get something from Jason Dominguez if he plays a full season. He dealt with his injuries last year. Of course, when he got back, it was an oblique. He could be a 20-60, 20-70 guy. But it's a lot of maybes with the Yankees. Yes, they have Max Fried. Yes, they have still a really good ace. But no Garrett Cole is a huge hit. And no Luis Gil. Yes, they have Devin Williams. They have a good bullpen. But, man, Garrett Cole is one of the best pitchers of baseball, in baseball for a reason. Then you look at the Orioles. They went all in last year. They lose Corbin Burns. They let him walk.
That was a mistake.
Grayson Rodriguez is dealing with an elbow right now. He'll start the season on the IL. So they have Zach Eflin. Charlie Morton is 42. Kramer, that's their top 4 of the rotation. They have a deep lineup. Like, the Orioles have the deep lineup, but we've seen the last few years, they just fall off at the end.
They do.
And then with the Blue Jays, it's just I'm still not, like, Gosman and Berrios are reliable.
Yeah.
But, like, Max Scherzer, like, all right, he's the 4 guy now. Then you look at the Red Sox. Yes, Bayo's banged up. Yes, Cutter Crawford's banged up. But Crochet, Houck, Buehler, that's still a very real thing.
Absolutely.
His bullpen's a very real thing. And their lineup, now with Bregman slotting into it, and we can see what happens defensively with them. Christian Campbell's swing. He needs to get his timing down, but it looks good, man. He hits line drives, like rips line drives. It's a wide open division. Cole going down changes everything.
Yeah.
I am the biggest believer, as crazy as it sounds, in the Red Sox, because what Bregman does, he's dependable, he's reliable, he's consistent, and that just opens up so much with the lineup. So, as much as I'll go, Trav, you're crazy. Trav, you're crazy. Once Cole went down, it's like, all right, I feel like this is it'll look like the Red Sox steal the division. I think this is theirs to lose.
Oh, okay.
If Garrett Crochet makes it the whole season, they should win the division.
That's definitive.
Could you imagine saying that about the Red Sox last year? But they've done it right.
Well, they
trading for Crochet.
Yeah, I could have if they had an off season like they had this season. Yeah. That was the issue, right? They didn't have the off season we had hoped for the past few seasons. And then they didn't do anything at the trade deadline as we had hoped for the last few seasons. I think both of those things change. Obviously, we see them with a really good offseason this one. You could call it great. Some do. And I also think come trade deadline time, I've been saying it from the rooftops. I think this team is just missing a bona fide, that's the dude closer.
Yeah.
I think if they can get a closer at the deadline, watch out. I'm with you on the AL East. In fact, I looked this up. I mean, the Red Sox last season were a few games below 500 within the division, okay? Yeah. But the Yankees, who won the damn division, were 500 in the division. So they weren't great. The Orioles were really good in the division. And to your point, they have really created a brand now and a pattern of fading down the stretch of a season. And then you go and lose Corbin Burns. What the hell are they thinking? That's going to really come back and haunt them. He was their ace last season. Like, he had a really good season. So I think they'll take a step back naturally. Obviously, the Yankees with losing Cole. And again, I'll have you look at this too, George. I think from a skipper standpoint, I would have to give the advantage to the Red Sox as well. I know you're not a Boone fan. And obviously, Cora is I would take him over Boone. I would take him over any manager in the AL East, quite frankly. I think that'll pay dividends as well with the Red Sox. My only concern is the same concern every team has. I don't think they're particularly deep, and so injuries concern me. But if you are looking at injuries, you already have a head start over the Yankees because, I mean, if you told me who could you take out of this Yankees team that would really crush them, Garrett Cole is the number one answer.
Yeah.
It's not Giancarlo Stanton, who has a history of injuries. You're just waiting on him. It's not Max Fried, who just got there 5 minutes ago. It's this monster. Garrett Cole is an absolute unit. And him being out for the season, I mean, that opens the door for everybody, not just in the AL East, but I would expand it, George, to the AL. I mean, there are a lot of young, really good, dynamic teams in the Royals and Guardians. I just think that the American League is wide open, and if you're telling me that this Red Sox team can win it, why the hell can't they win the AL? Am I crazy to suggest that? I mean, if they win the division, why not?
They very well could finish with the best rotation in the American League, too.
Bro.
And it's the same of like the Yankees lost Cole. If Judge goes down for a substantial amount of time, like the Yankees are cooked. And I just don't trust the Orioles' rotation. The Rays have Shea McClanahan back, but like let's see that all rotation have someone that can be a dog and a guy that goes 190, maybe 200
and he's
innings
got to stay healthy.
Exactly. And that's what it gets to me is that for their starting pitching to be so strong with Crochet thrown into it. Now the Orioles have a good bullpen, but again, it's just that the Red Sox are deep, and I understand what you say with the injuries, but say something happens in the middle infield. Cedane Rafaela. Say something happens in the outfield. They got the guys like the Christian Campbells and the Roman Anthonys. They have the versatility there with the Jaron Durants. Something happens at third base. Say to Rafael Devers. All right, Bregman goes over. And then at second base is Yvonne Grissom. They have depth everywhere, except for the catching spot, really. But like that's so many teams in MLB that it's 162 games. It's a long time. No one's going to make it out 100%. People are going to get injured at some point. Do you have the guys that can hold it down? Eat up innings. Let's talk pitching right now.
Yeah.
Eat up innings with Cooper Criswell's, Richard Fitz, Quinn Priesters, Patrick Sandoval's when he's healthy. They have that. Don't forget Garrett Whitlock. He should be in the pen. I like him in the pen. I don't want him being a starting pitcher.
Me too.
He can eat up innings, though.
Yeah, he can.
And the Red Sox have that luxury.
Absolutely. By the way, you can see the gambling stats at the bottom here and the prices. To win the AL East, Red Sox nearly 3-1, plus 270. To win the AL outright, which is what I'm talking, Red Sox 8-1. So, I mean, if you like betting, you're welcome. This is begging you to bet on this stuff. And then if you really want to go cray-cray and you're sick and tired of the Dodgers winning everything and you think them Sox could mess around and get in the World Series, baseball's dream, by the way, back-to-back World Series. Last season, Dodgers-Yankees. This season, Red Sox, Dodgers in the World Series? Are you kidding me? Red Sox to win the whole shebang-a-bang, 18-1. I'm not telling you to bet it. I'm just telling you what it is.
You can find Dodgers over Red Sox like 35-1.
Ooh.
I have Red Sox win the AL 10-1.
Ooh.
I have it.
You already have it? Man, well, I'm going to end the show.
It was just
so
like they got Bregman. Why not?
All right, well.
Ante threw it out as like a crazy. I'm like, dude, you're nuts. He's like, am I? And I looked at him and I was like, you know what?
Okay.
The AL is wide open.